PB, no J, episode 1. PB, personal branding, J, junk. We don't want none of it, so we say PB, no J. This is the show dedicated to answering your questions about personal branding. Today we're talking about positioning, but before we do that, you need to know who the hell I am. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of this podcast. I am Sachin. I'm the Superstar Branding Coach. And over the last couple of years, I've been posting content for my other brand, Spoon of Consciousness, to help me grow my transformational coaching business. And, after a little while, my other friends who are coaches started to ask me, hey man, what the hell are you doing? You're posting all this content all the time. Why are you doing it? And I started to show them how I was generating leads for my business through posting content. And this is what this show is all about, teaching you about personal branding through making content online, why it's important. Let's get into it. Today's episode is all about positioning. Let me say it one more time. I said positioning. And why do you need to care about positioning? Let me give an example right now. Any of you ever gone to the train station and you've seen the guy outside asking for money? Now, me personally, I won't give the money, but I'll buy him a sandwich. I'll ask him, how did you get to living on the street? And I want to know. I'll treat him like a human, and I want to give what I can in that time. But I don't want to give money, and here's why. Positioning of that person who is asking me for money. If there is any alcohol present or any cigarettes present, me personally, the positioning they have shown me tells me that they're most likely going to spend the money I give them on that. Now, if I was to buy them food, I know where the money's going straight away. So if their positioning was slightly different and there was no alcohol there, I would be more likely to invest. Now, how does that translate to you? When you are using these platforms as a business owner, you have to keep in mind, why am I here? How am I positioning myself effectively to allow other people the opportunity to think about investing in me? Because here's the thing, we don't buy products, we buy people. And we don't buy services, we buy stories. So you position yourself as a person with your story, and that's what allows others to determine whether or not we're relevant for them, whether or not they're interested in what we have to offer. And if you are thinking to yourself, okay, well that's great, what does that mean? How do I do that? You position yourself on these platforms by sharing your expertise and your opinions that gives value to people who are looking for those solutions. So your business solves certain problems for people, right? Great. Inform others in the worldwide hemisphere. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but whatever. In the worldwide hemisphere of Instagram and YouTube and all the other platforms, the only thing you need to do is tell people what problems you can solve for them. And how would you do that? Let me give you another example. For my other brand, Spoon of Consciousness, I'm a transformational coach. How the hell am I supposed to distill down into one blog post or one YouTube video what I do? It's going to take a long time for someone to get context on whether or not I am the right coach for them. How did I do that? I provide the context for them by doing long form podcast episodes, multiple YouTube videos. There's over 400 YouTube videos on that channel alone, over 100 podcast episodes, over 700 blog posts, thousands of Instagram clips. There's so many things that I've done to provide somebody else with context before they even get on the phone with me. They know what my approach is. They know whether or not they know, like, or trust me, which we'll come on to another time. And they can determine for themselves, is this person right for me? And if they're not, great, there's 1,000 other coaches out there. Go and have a look at what they're doing. The idea here with positioning is you're not trying to get the most views and the best likes and all this other crap. No. You are here to tell other people what you can offer them, why it's valuable, and why they should look to you as a credible source for that information. And the way you do this is by sharing. For you, let's say you run a shoe shining business. You need to solve people's pain points. So you say to them, hey, have you got a big meeting today? The last thing you want is when you shake someone's hand, they look down at your shoes and they're like, hold on a minute, Jeffrey, what the hell's going on there? How's that going to make you feel? Now, for me personally, I don't need my shoes shined because I don't get down like that. I don't dress like that. However, if I did, then I would be very concerned and say, oh my God, I don't want Jonathan to think I'm a tramp. I need to dress appropriately. There we go. I've solved somebody's pain point by telling them why my service is important for them, why it's going to give them value. Hey, you don't want Jonathan to look at your shoes and say, hey, what the hell's going on there? You better shine those shoes. It sets a good impression for the people that you're going to have the meeting with. These are small examples of what you need to be doing every single day. If you want these platforms to generate you leads for your business, you need to make sure that you're providing content which is their context on you. I want to encourage you to think about your positioning today. How are you gonna make sure that other people who've never met you before, never heard of you before, understand what it is that you have to offer? And once you get to that point, that's when you start making some dangerous moves. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you got some value out of today. If you have got any questions for me, I would very highly recommend you follow me on Instagram, DM me your questions, and I will answer them in the next episode. I want to encourage you all to get involved with my live streams every day on Instagram. I want to encourage everyone to send me as many questions as possible, because I am here to provide value for you. I'm here to teach you how to use social media to generate leads for your business by making content that resonates with you. You're not trying to, I'm not going to teach you how to take the best selfie, but I will teach you how to provide the most value. So if that's of interest to you, hit me up on Instagram, follow me on YouTube. If you're listening to this as a podcast, thank you very much. Please leave me a review on iTunes, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.